So I'm going to go back to number 1. We are graphing these two equations or inequalities here.
Just the two?
Just the two, yes. The third and the fourth one are going to be after, not afternoon work. It's going to be activity number 2. So like our second activity for today. Thank you for checking in on that. Another minute and 40, please. Another minute and 40. Max is here. Oh, did I mark Max and him not make it? Oh my goodness. Hi, Max. We are on the warm-up, which is the Edge Elastic assignment that's posted in Classroom. It says lesson Algebra Unit 2, Lesson 23 warm-up is the Edge Elastic assignment. How do you know? Well, remember, dashed lines has to do with our symbol. There we go. Line type has to do with the symbol that we are using. Can you, Abby Wasta, can you grab the link off of the Classroom and can you send it to her, like in an email? Can you try emailing it to her? And then if not, we'll see what happens. Thank you, Abby Wasta, you're the best. Okay, let's take a look, okay? I hate wearing this mask. I feel like you guys can't hear me. Okay, so we have to graph this inequality. So if we were to sort of look at it like an equation, it would be written as y is equal to 8 minus x. So if I wanted to graph this, what form is this written in, first of all? Go ahead. Y equals mx plus b. Good. So it's written as y equals mx plus b. So if I want to graph this, well, how am I going to graph it? What do I do? Nice shot, Gabe. So I know what my go ahead.
You know what your slope is and your y-intercept?
Good. So where I would start with when I graph it, where? Plotting what first?
The y-intercept.
Good. I'd plot my y-intercept. And where does it hit my y-axis, Junior? Which one? Very good, at 8. So on 8, you would put a point. And then it has a slope of negative x. So what would be the value of that slope? What over what? If there's no number that's same as, so 1 over 1. Yes, exactly. X over 1 over 1. Good. So, but it's a negative slope. So how am I gonna, who can walk me through plotting a point? So we plotted our intercept and now I need to extend my line. Who can walk me through extending my line? What am I gonna do? From that y-intercept, I'm going to do what? I'm gonna go down 1, good. Down 1 and to the right 1. I love how specific Junior was. And he said, I'm moving down 1 and to the right 1. It's really important when you're talking about this that you're saying directions that you're moving as well as numbers. Good. So I'm going to connect those two with my line there. Good. And then I need to decide, is it going to be dashed or solid? Kyle?
Solid.
Why?
Symbol does have a line.
Very good. Yes, go ahead, Nassim. Very good. And Peyton said the same thing. It's going to be solid because we have that or equal to line underneath it. Very good. So now I need to decide where I'm going to shade. What do I do to decide where I'm going to shade? Kyle? Very good. Just like, nice job. Very good. I'm going to plug in 1, 1, and that's another really good reason, Gabe. Gabe said it was solid because there was a solid line underneath that symbol. Good. So we're going to say, -1, right? plus 8 is less than or equal to 1. Let's say it again. Hi, Sadie. Hi, Sadie. Not a big deal that you're a little bit late. We're just going through the warm up now. So if you jump into the edge elastic, we should be able to get there. Good. So we're going to say -1 plus 8 is like saying 7 is less than or equal to 1. Is that a true statement? So that means 1, 1 is not going to be a solution. So I'm going to shade where? Above the line, above and to the right. Very good. So I hit my area button and I click that area above. No problem. It's not a problem, Sadie. Not a big deal. Like I said, you can jump right in with us because we're just going through it. Okay. Then when we looked at the second one, Sadie, if you want to watch the video afterwards, I can help you. You can watch for this piece, the first piece here. Okay. Now let's take a look at the second one here. Okay. 2x plus 3y is greater than 60. This guy's a little bit different. If I want to plot this guy, what do I have to do? I don't know why I'm doing this. How did you guys plot it? There were 2 ways that you could plot this guy. One of them is going to be a little bit easier. What are we thinking? Let's see. Nice job. Gabe Sorelli got it. He said he's going to find the intercepts. Okay, you're going to find the x and the y intercepts. So you're going to say x intercept, and we say intercepts are what? Count, what was it?
The x-intercept is 30.
Very good. So he said it's going to be 30, and they're counterintuitive in the way that you plug 0 in for that opposite letter. So you would say 2x is greater than 60. Get the x by itself, divide by 2, divide by 2. X is going to be compared to 30. So my x-intercept is going to be at 30. Good. Nice job on that one, Gabe. Now my y-intercept, I'm going to do what, Kyle?
Same thing, but instead plug x in for 0 and divide by 3 to get
Very good. Then I want to graph this guy. I'm going to scroll it down a little bit so I can see it. Where am I plotting some points here? Talk me through it. John, help me plot these intercepts that I just calculated. I need to plot my x-intercept at 30. Where am I going to plot that point?
30 in the
On the, which axis? Very good. So on my x-axis, I'm going to put a point at 30. Good. Now I need to plot my y-intercept. Where am I going to plot that guy, Kyle?
20 on the y-axis.
Very good. I'm going to go up to 20 on my y. Boom. And then I'm going to connect it with a line, clicking my 2 points. Very nice. Is that the kind of line we want for this one? Why not, Junior?
Because it doesn't have a solid line under it.
Very good. It's not or equal to, so it's not going to be a solid line. Remember, you click that dashed. Remember, you might need to click it once or twice. But I like to sort of give it a second because sometimes it's a little bit wonky where it needs to like load for a second. And then I need to shade. So how do I decide where I'm going to shade? Kyle?
Plug in 1, 1 again.
Plug in 1, 1 again. Very good. Like 1, 1 would be there. And then I would take my 2x plus 3y is, what was it, less than or greater than?
You're greater than.
Great. So it's greater than 60. Okay, so then we would say 2 plus 3 is greater than 60. 5 is greater than 60. Is that true? So where am I going to shade? To the right. Very good. Up and to the right. Very good. It's very good that when you're talking about where you shade, you don't just say one direction. You don't just say to the right. You say maybe like up and to the right or down and to the left. Just so it's really super, super specific. Boom. Nice job there, Gabe. Fantastic. Let's look at the rest of this warm up for today. We're going to talk a little bit about some things here. Okay. So if we look at this guy here, we got our answer key. Nice job, everybody. We shaded the right area. We drew the right kind of line. You want to remember when you have a standard form equation, the better way to do it, you can convert to y equals form. It is an option. The only thing that's rough is sometimes you're going to have fractions that are crazy. So I would suggest trying to go to intercepts, calculating your intercepts and plotting them and graphing them. Okay, so what we're doing for this next piece here. Okay, so I'm giving you 4 situations on the next 4 slides. And what you need to do for each one of these is we're going to write an inequality that describes the constraints, specify which each variable represents. Using graphing technology, you're going to graph the inequality, making sure that you are shading the correct region and putting the correct type of line down. You're going to name one solution to the inequality and explain what it represents in the story. And then you're going to answer the question about the situation. Okay? So let me tell you, for example, so for the first 2, on 6 and 7, you graph it in Edge Elastic on that same assignment here. So for 6 and 7, you're going to graph them on 3 and 4 in here. Okay? Then, so 6 and 7, you're doing all 4 parts. Inequality, graphing it, naming one solution in what it represents, answering the question that's in the second paragraph. That's 6 and 7. Then when you get to 8 and 9, you just need to write the inequality, give me a solution, and answer the question. Okay, you only have to graph 2 of them, 2 out of the 4. So I'm giving you 10 minutes right now to write inequalities, graph them, graph the first 2, and give me a solution and answer the question. If you have questions, you're throwing it in the chat. I'm going to take a look at how people are doing as they're working. I need you to get started. I'm going to give you 10 working minutes right now to complete this activity. And then we're going to come back together and discuss. Oh, no, don't we have CCR? No, go ahead.
When we graph it, doesn't give us any amounts on the line. It just gives us a blank line.
It goes up by 50s. Okay, good question. So it goes up, each one of those lines on the graph goes up by 50. So let me show you. So if you're looking at this guy here, it's going to start at 0, 50, 100, 150, 200. And then it's going to go 50, 100, to 150, 200, 250, and so on. And then is the other one the same way? Can someone go to 4? Does 4 look the same way? Really? Come on, guys. No, it has numbers. Okay, good. So just for number 3, it's going to look like this. Let me show you. So it's going to go like that. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? Awesome. Sorry, I don't know what happened. It somehow got zoomed out. I feel like maybe Miss Albert was messing with it last night. Okay, so we're taking 10 minutes right now to get started. Okay, good. Nice job. Very good job on that one, Peyton. Just gonna run and grab this.
Did we tell her about that? Tell her about that?
On time. What's that?
No.
Someone left the meeting.
Ah, well, they'll come back in. I'll figure it out. That's a good idea. Okay. I know exactly who left the meeting, so I'll send them an email right now, actually. Thank you for letting me know that. For this class, it's usually like 1 or 2 people that it could be. Nice job, Peyton. Oh, there she is. Why is she Adriana again? Did she think that we went to CCR?
Well, Jen's schedule open, so probably it's because they must not have a schedule open.
Yeah, but the schedule says that we're not going to CCR until.
Not have it open.
Oh, she must not have it on. I'll let her in, and then we'll see. I have to change her back to her. Hey, Ava, welcome back. Welcome back, Ava. We're not going to CCR until 56. So please make sure that you're in here until then. And we're working.
Does Ava have Spanish?
Isn't she in Spanish with you guys?
I think so.
So yeah.
So if she's not in Spanish, then she would have to stay here for CCR anyways.
Why do you guys not have Spanish today?
No, I don't know if she's in Spanish.
She is in Spanish.
Oh, okay. It wasn't.
Miss Rachel Bernier.
Wait, did she not go to
Spanish?
the Spanish zone? Wait, did she not go to the Spanish zone?
I think she does. I don't have to look at the participants. I'm just there and I do it.
And we're working. Awesome job on that second one there, Peyton. I want to see people's answers in the chat, just like Peyton is. Peyton is my most active participant today. Keep it up, guys. Ava, I'm going to leave you as Adriana, but make sure when you join back in afterwards, after CCR, you join back as Ava, okay? Anywho, I just interrupted her class for no reason. Perfect. No, you don't have to. No, you don't have to label the graphs. Just because like the other one is scaled, but you don't need to label them. Okay.
We're just doing those two.
Just the two, and then for the other two, you're doing the inequality solution and answer.
Okay.
Good question there. Make sure I'm going to take in another, I'm going to say 6 minutes. 5 more minutes, guys. If you finish, you can start to, actually, I'm not going to have you start the homework. Nice job, Peyton. Ooh, nice job on that one too, my friend. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Oh, no. Zig it out a little bit. Let's try to join. Oh, let's see. Nice job there, Pete. Two, 300. 360. 400. 460. 660. Good job. We're taking another 2 minutes and 12. Oh my goodness. No, that's not a problem, Naseem. It's recorded anyways, Naseem, so, and he's not even in here anymore, but I'll just make sure he gets it. Save it. Okay, let's see some answers that people are getting. Come on. Answers in the chat. Let's go. Come on, you got this. One more minute, guys. One more minute. I need answers to start to get in the chat. I'm going to start to call on people that aren't putting answers in the chat because we are active members. Okay, let me just get over there. Hey, Naseem. Hey, buddy. So what is the deal? No, I understand what the deal is. Let me tell you what the deal on my side is. If you are having trouble staying in the meeting, don't worry. I am going to be, I have recorded it, so it'll be posted. Okay, so like if you keep going in and out, it's not a big deal because you got marked as here. Okay, so let's finish up. We're taking another 20 seconds. Finishing strong on these 4. We got this. Nice job, Gabe. Okay, let's take a look at this guy here. What was the inequality that we had that matched this scenario? So the scenario was talking about going to the bank and having money in our savings account. What did they think about the inequality that we created from that first paragraph here? Go ahead, Connor. Is greater than or equal to x plus y. Okay, so first question. Very good on that. First question, why is the 600 greater than? Kyle?
They can't deposit more.
Good, because we have the 600 to deposit. And why did you say or equal to, John? So it's greater, it's less than 600 because they only have $600 to deposit, but why can it be equal to 600? Very good. So we can put less than 600 or we can put up to that total of 600. Good. So when you went to graph this, what was the strategy that you had to use for this? What could we have used? What did you do to graph it? Kyle, what did you do to graph it? Yeah, what did you do to graph it?
I was still kind of confused with the numbers.
Okay, so what would you do now that I have it labeled here? What would you do to graph it? What form is it in?
Got the name, but
Standard form. And how do you graph standard form equations? Calculating the intercepts. Good. So we could say x and intercept and y intercept. Remember, intercepts are counterintuitive, meaning the opposite. So you plug 0 in for y. So we would say 600 is greater than or equal to x, right? And then we would say 600 is greater than or equal to y. So where are my intercepts going to be? On my axes where? X-axis, where am I putting a point? Connor? Good. Boom. Yeah, I just had to move my writing down a little bit. Okay, where am I going to put my y-intercept? Kyle? Huh? Also 600. Good. So then I have to do what with those points? Connect them. Hitting my line button, connect them. What kind of line did you draw on it? Why? Very good, because it's or equal to. Very good. And then now we need to shade below or above. What point did you plug in the test? You could plug in 1. 1 plus 1 is less than or equal to 600. Is that a true statement? So where are you shading? Above or below? Below, very good. Below and to the left. So I'm going to hit that area. I'm going to shade below. Very good. So there's my graph. If I come back to my slide here. Okay. So we said our inequality was x plus y is less than or equal to 600. Our graph is in Elastic. What is one solution that we had for this system? Gabe gave me one. Gabe said 100, 100. Very good, Gabe. And he said, in the context of this story, what would that 100, 100 be in the context of this story? Connor?
The 100, 100 would be how much you put in your checking and savings.
Deposit 100 in checking and 100 in savings. Very good. What is the answer to the question? If the customer deposits $200 in their checking account, what can you say about the amount of money they deposit in their savings? Let's write an inequality that matches that. It can't be more than how much money?
600.
So total, it's going to be 600, but I'm depositing 200 in my checkings. So my savings is going to have to be what? Less than 400. Very good. Less than or equal to 400. So the answer to the question would be, which one represented X? Savings. X, was it X? Wait, let's say X. X is less than or equal to $400. Okay, let's look at the next one. I'm going to go back to Elastic. Next, here we go. Now we're talking about 2 kinds of tickets for the concert were sold. Lawn tickets and seat tickets. Fewer than 400 were sold in total. Fewer than 400 were sold in total. So what was the inequality that you created that went with this inequality? Or that went with this story? Let's see. Nice job, Gabe, on this one. Yes. Let's look at the inequality. What was the inequality you got, John?
X plus y is less than 400.
Is less than 400. And why did you first choose this sign in particular?
Because I said they were fewer than 400.
So can it be equal to 400? No, very good. That keyword, fewer, tells me it cannot be or equal to. Very good. It'll just be less than. So if I want to graph this guy here, what do I have to do? Kyle?
Plug it in, out with the intercepts.
Find my intercepts. Very good. My x-intercept and my y-intercept. These guys are pretty easy. We would say to ourselves, x is less than 400. Y is less than 400. I need to plot them. What am I doing? Help me out. Go ahead, Connor.
You could place your x-intercept anywhere less than 400.
Nope. So okay. So here's the deal with the intercepts is we want to think about it like it's one exact. So where is that boundary line going to be? It's going to be at most 400. So we're going to plot it at that number. So the intercepts, even though we have the symbol here, we're going to plot it at this upper bound here. Okay. So we plot these both at the upper bounds of 400. The symbol comes in where we're talking about where are we going to shade, below or above. Okay, good question on that. Good sort of thing to point out. So we're not going to plot it somewhere along this line. We plot it at that upper bound value. Okay, and then when we talk about the symbol is when we talk about what kind of line we're going to have and where we're going to shade. Does that make sense, you guys? Does that make sense, Ian? I know that wasn't what you were talking about, but I just wanted to sort of make sure that you understood. Okay, so I have these 2 points here, these 2 intercepts plotted. What do I have to do with them? Go ahead.
Connect the dotted line.
Connect them. And why do you say make it a dotted line?
Because there's nothing under.
Very good, because it's not or equal to. Very good. So you can, somebody pointed out in the last class, sometimes if you hit if you hit the dash, let's try it again. No, maybe, let's try it. Let me click it with my guy here. There we go. Okay, so now I need to figure out where am I shading. What do you do when you're trying to figure out where you shade? Kyle?
Plug in 1, 1.
Plug in 1, 1. Very good. Nice job on that one, Gabe. Oh, that's me. And we had our x plus y is less than 400, right? And then we go 1 plus 1 is less than 400. 2 is less than 400. Is that a true statement? Yes, it is. Very good. So we shaded below the line. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Thank you for that.
I think I have to go to Spanish.
I know, we're going to go to Spanish. So let me just wrap it up. So today for the afternoon for homework, because we didn't get a chance to do, we had our early dismissal or late start. You have on here slide, you don't have to do anything with slide number 8 and 9. We're going to go through those. You have a card sort that you're working on for homework this evening. You have a 15-minute timer to do the activity, which is a Jamboard that's attached here. If you come to the assignment, you have a Jamboard that's attached. And let me go here. I just need like 30 more seconds of your time. I'm sorry. And on this Jamboard here, you have 15 minutes. It tells you a 15-minute timer to complete these slides. You are matching a inequality, a solution, and a graph on the following slides. You have a situation that you need to read and match a solution, an inequality, and a graph. My suggestion is you calculate and you write the inequality first, then you look and you try to calculate your graph, and then the last part is finding a solution. You are doing this. There's a 15-minute timer. You can go ahead and you can start to walk out. I also attached a video let me see where I attach the video, where I go through the answers. So if you look on this slide right here, it is the answers for the video, for the homework. It's a very important activity that I really want you to take your time on. Don't take more than 15 minutes though, because that's kind of crazy. Okay, does everyone understand what the homework is? Okay, I'm expecting every single person to do this. It's a very important activity. I think this is probably, if we're talking about this whole like last end of the unit here, it's probably maybe the third or fourth most important out of all 20 activities that we're doing. It's very important, so please try to get it done. If you have questions, let me know. If you need to head out to Spanish, you can head out to Spanish. My friends in the chat, you guys can jump out. If you do not go to Spanish, please stay in. We're going to do some time on Alex.
Are we doing that knowledge stuff?
Let me just stop this recording.